Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What are you laughing at? You weren't going to say that, right? I just went straight into the song.
Yes.
Yeah, so
We will still welcome.
Welcome back, YouTube.
Yes.
Yes. But you went along with what I was saying,
Yes.
so.
Anyways.
I think it worked well. Welcome back, YouTube.
Welcome back to our channel, guys. Yeah, so this video, you can see by the title, I am going to interview this one here.
Oh, jeez.
Most of you, if you don't already know, he is in the military. He is reserved. Well, let me not get in too much.
You already told him. You just said it.
Let me not do that. Let me not say too much.
The questions are going to be asked, and I will be answering them.
Yeah, so I'm going to interview him. Yeah, ready?
Sure. What's the first question?
Okay, got the questions on my phone. First question.
Yes.
What branch of military are you?
I am in the Army.
Okay.
Next question.
Army. So are you like completely active? I mean, you're active, but
Active reserve.
active reserve. Okay. So what does that mean?
I'm in the reserve. Which means when you say active reserve, it's just you're actively in the reserve. It's just I have to report every month for a weekend, and every year it's at least for 2 weeks. I'm away somewhere in training.
Reserve means you're home.
I just said I have to report once a month.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're home. Reserve means that you're home.
I guess. Okay. In case you didn't know that, reserve means I get to stay home and I just report once a month. Or just home and I have a regular day job.
Yeah. Next question. When did you enlist? Is that the right, that's how I say it? Okay. When did you enlist?
I enlisted in 2014. February 2014. I sworn in. Yes.
I remember that. And I cried. So.
Why?
Because I was just
And then March I left. So it was like I signed up and I left and then I was gone for like till September.
I don't think I saw you before you left. Because I was in college.
Yeah, she
And
did.
he called. It was just basically like he signed up for the military, and I'm just trying to understand. I don't know. I never knew anything about reserve. I never knew much about the Army before he signed. So until he said he was signing, I'm like, wait, what? Army? You're leaving? What's going on? So I cried. But he's reserved. He's home. Yay.
Which now she's actually okay if I do have to get deployed.
Nobody said yes or no to that.
No.
Okay. Anyways, next question. Why did you decide to join?
One, since I was in high school, I actually always thought of doing it. And one of the reasons why was, like law enforcement or, things like that was always something that I was interested in. One, I thought it was kind of pretty cool. But aside from that, I also thought it would, how you say, I thought it would be better to join rather than be forced to join. Like, you know how it was back in the day.
Oh, they
Not
just
enough,
pull in.
yeah, when they're what they call a draft.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that is fair. I didn't think that was fair for those people. So I figured I'd rather just be one of those that are willing to join, so that other people who really don't want to be drafted, they don't have to. Because if you guys didn't know, there's less than 1% of the U.S. is in the military. That's nothing. Or is it 1% at this point? But that's still nothing. That is nothing. So God forbid something really does happen, and there's a lot. We had a huge loss in our military. They're gonna have to draft people, because how are we supposed to protect ourselves? You know what I mean? So I figured I'd be one that's willing to go, so that someone else who really doesn't want to, they don't have to, or hold it off for as long as possible. Yeah. So.
That's why you joined.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, and also sorry. And at that time, when I made that decision, it was just a lot going on at home. It was hard to find work. I just left college. There's a lot of personal stuff happening at home. So I was just like, I need something else that, you know, I can make something of myself with. So get some extra money.
Makes sense. Okay.
Helps with your resume. Okay, sorry, next one.
Well, since you're talking about that, how has your position changed from 2014 to now? Like, what have you like done more of, or has your title changed, or
in the military?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started off at the very, very, very bottom, like the bottomest you could ever be, if that's even a word. Not that I'm very far in the military, but I'm a specialist now, which means I got promoted 1, 2, 3 times, and I'm in the works of being promoted again. And there's the position that I'm in right now, or my rank right now, is specialist, but there's 2 different type of promotions that I could undergo. So that's my title change in the Army right now.
Since you started?
Since I started, yes.
Okay, so before you touched upon deployment.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 questions. Have you, or have they asked you about deployment? And then the other part is, what's your main concern about it? Like the biggest concern? So one, have they asked you?
Yeah, they have asked me.
And where?
They're asking me now too. But they've asked me twice before. No, one they asked me. Second, I was supposed to go, not asked. My unit was up to go get deployed, but then because of number issues, that didn't happen. And then now, they're asking if I'm interested in going, because they need some people. So. And if what was the other
Your
one?
biggest
My
concern?
biggest concern. My biggest concern would be family at home. I'm pretty okay with going. Yeah. I'm okay with going. Well, I'm concerned with family at home, and I'm concerned, or I don't know if that's the word I want to use. I still don't know what word I want to use, but I guess I'm concerned about the authority of wherever I would be deployed to, because I'll probably be a lower rank than most of them, and sometimes they take that to advantage, and whatever. It could just be annoying after that.
Mm-hmm.
More than like actual war or whatever, it's that's more just like get off my back.
Mm-hmm.
So But yeah, I think the biggest thing would be my family at home. Having to worry about them worrying about me.
Worry about the worries.
Yeah, like, right. If I knew that they would be fine, with me being, then I'll be fine. But I know they're not, so. And when people stress, that's when sicknesses happen. So it's just.
Yeah. We would just kind of have to. I mean, it would be hard, but I guess we would just have to like, just accept it because once you sign, you knew it was gonna come anyways.
Yeah.
So we should just accept it from back then. There's no one day it's gonna happen.
Especially if I re-enlist.
Yeah. So what is re-enlistment, and would you want to re-enlist?
Re-enlistment is re-enlist.
Just
I swear in again for a certain amount of time. And hopefully get a bonus, which most likely I would. And would I want to? I think I would. Again, especially for the bonus. I would do it for the bonus. Because we can utilize that.
And then you said you'd want to retire from it as well?
See, that's my plan. I'm planning to retire in the reserve. But you know, that's just a plan. You never know what life takes you. If God wants me to go a different route, then who am I to say no to God? So, okay, fine. You want me to go this way? I'll go that way. So that's the plan right now. But if I'm told otherwise, then I'll change my plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you can answer part of this question, but what do you love and dislike about the Army?
What do I love and dislike? Alright. So, well, I'll say about the military in general. What I love about it is fighting for something that's worth fighting for. Although I know there's a lot of people that it's just like it's not worth fighting for America. But, I mean, believe it or not, it once upon a time was a great place to be. And I'm in it and fighting for it to become that again. So, and 2 is the discipline behind being a military member. You have to have a lot of discipline, physically, mentally, emotionally. Not saying you're not going to find any craziness inside of the military, but it's based off of discipline and loyalty and integrity that I think you can utilize that in every aspect of life. So it helps keep your head straight. So,
is it true they say that they break you and make you the way that they want you to be?
yeah. In basic training, yeah. Yeah, as long as you have good drill sergeants that know how to break you down, then yeah. Because I know some people that they never really broke or whatever, but I don't think that's a good thing. I think you should get broken down at some point, because then you know where your weaknesses lie, and then you could build on that, and you would know how to use your weakness as your strength, which most people don't know how to do. So yeah, it is true that they break you and then build you in a way that they want you to be formed into. So, and what I don't like is the fact that you do find some craziness inside of the Army or the military. That people who don't really follow the rules, or, you know, they act out, or they just make the military look bad. That's what I don't like about it. Sometimes, and I think it's really in the reserve side. Which, being a reserve, sometimes they say is harder because you have to be able to be a soldier when at the same time you have to be able to be a civilian and know how to balance the two. So, so in the reserve you can find a lot of people who are unfair, a lot of people who don't do the right things. So
I feel like when you came back from basic, that was like a battle again. Trying to be like the soldier and a civilian and working the two out. I don't know, because before it was just like shook a little bit when you came back.
that was
And
different.
and then you like got back into it. Before it was like, okay, I think I need to step back a little bit because I'm gonna be scared. And then you got like back into it. Not fully back because you're a soldier, so there's, certain things that you have to live up to, or certain actions and ways. But yeah, it's better now. But alrighty. So this is my last question.
Oh, geez.
So last question says, what would you say to anyone who who's on the fence about joining the army or joining the military?
I would say do your research. Really do your research. And also, when you're joining, make sure, I'm telling you, make sure that you're signing up with an enlistment bonus. Just saying. Because that's one part that I wasn't guided correctly on, and I never got an enlistment bonus. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of people that I know that enlisted, and they got here. What? Just to sign up, you get a lump sum of money. Did not happen with me. Screwed me over on that one. So, you got to do your research and make sure in the contract states that you're receiving a bonus, an enlistment bonus.
And that's it.
The research is pretty much explains everything. Do your research. Know the reason why you're joining, or why you decide not to join anymore. Not based off of what people say, based off of what you find out. Don't go based off of what your family wants you to do or how they'll feel if you join. It has to be something that's completely up to you. So.
Alrighty. High five. Well,
why you always rolling your eyes at me?
So, that's the end of the interview.
Jeez.
What?
I'm really being interviewed, or I really was just interviewed.
Yeah.
By my life.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Anyways, yeah. So I know we put up a poll on YouTube, and like half of you guys said that you would want to watch this video. So here you go. Here you go. We've been wanting to do it, but we put up a poll and everyone says yes, I want to see it, or half says yes, I want to see it. So just put in the comments your feedback and let us know if you want to know anything else. So I am going to give comment shout out
to
so the poll, there was someone who commented on the poll, and her name is Oh, so
I gotta do my drum roll. What is wrong
Okay.
with you?
So a common shout out goes to Pooh Asia. So in the comments it says I would have never guessed I'm in the
I
military
never
too.
would have guessed.
I never would have guessed I'm in the military too. So I want to know your story. So if you want to comment down below, email us. You could tell us your story, because I want to know more. Yeah, and if anybody else wants to know more, just let us know, comment or email, and we'll get back to you.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you would like a comment shout out, make sure you guys keep the positivity in the comments, and not once, but multiple times. Okay?
Multiple times.
So
Multiple. Yeah, that's hard to do.
okay.
Amen.
uh,
I don't know. Anyways, they might know what we're talking about.
yeah, so before you guys go, make sure you have liked, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bam.
Peace. You guys are really far away.